Japan's new problem, salaryman Grift. I watched one of those videos. I was working like too much, like so much time, and he was like kind of making it sound real sad. So now I'm wondering if that was like part of this grift. I'm ready to learn about this shit.
In the past few months, there has been this new trend that has taken over the internet. They're called salaryman videos, and what they do is that they portray the quote-unquote real life of Japanese salarymen.
Dude, there's a whole bunch of them? I just saw one.
And the struggles they go through in their everyday lives. To say that these videos are popular would be an understatement, because there's so many channels and they're pushing so much content that they've completely overtaken many people's YouTube feeds.
Dude, I have that one on my watch later. And I think one of the ones was, yeah.
And not only that, most of these videos are getting hundreds of thousands and even very often millions of views, and it's essentially probably the biggest YouTube grift there is right now. And now that you've clicked on this video, even if you haven't seen them before, trust me, your YouTube recommendations will be filled up with these salaryman videos the moment you refresh your YouTube homepage. If you're
Yeah, that's true. You're gonna be screwed, pretty much. I don't know. It happened to me, so it's okay.
wondering what these videos are all about, well, they're basically misery porn about how cruel the life is for the average.
Dude, that's a perfect word for it. Misery porn. I mean, it's kind of like obscene, but it's okay. It's fine. But no, that's perfect. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Like, they're just sympathy seeking.
Japanese businessmen, since they all have to work for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hours a day, and some having to work so hard that they become either homeless or sick. Some even becoming both from having to work so much. This has caused people all over the internet to ask the same question: are these videos real? And as an expert in YouTube grifting, I'm going to answer exactly that. And the answer is, they're fake. But whoa, before you click on...
No, that makes sense, though. That's the only way that one that we watched makes sense. Because otherwise it's... I mean, there's no way that he works that much, sleeps 4 hours a day, and is like... He was like 40-something. Like, he wasn't even 20s. Like, even in the video, he's like, oh, I can't... In my 20s, this was fine, but now, oh, I'm old.
Away, just wait a minute, okay? Because that isn't even the interesting part. The interesting part is that not only are they fake, but people are also donating thousands of dollars to each of these fake salarymen. And not only have I figured out how these videos are fake, but also exactly how much money they are bringing in. So the way these videos work is that they're supposed to showcase the real-life hardships of a Japanese salaryman, which most of the time seems to consist of eating ramen, counting your money, and complaining about your life. Which has made many people to think that all of these videos are filmed by either a content farm or even a single person.
Ooh, I bet you it's a content farm. I bet. Do they have like Russian content farms for like soccer and shit? And they're paying like $7-8 a day to people, and they're taking in all the money for themselves? Like crazy, crazy stuff.
Since all of them are faceless and voiceless.
Yep, I was gonna say, and they all are the same theme, like, and kind of made the same almost. Oh, whoops.
Similar titles and thumbnails, and the only thing we're getting from these people are the subtitles at the bottom that are generated by using ChatGPT. The channels are carbon copies of each other because, well, why change the grift if it is working so well? Where the trick is to make a fake video to try and get sympathy by coming up with stories about how much money they're making and how much they're working. And I have some proof how far these guys are willing to go to lie to their audience, but we'll get to that soon. And naturally, after these people see how all these salarymen have live zero, as indicated by their thumbnails, they do the right thing that all of us should do and donate thousands of dollars to them.
Dude, do people do that shit? I mean, I didn't see donations on the one I watched at all. They just donate in comments? What?
Slavery, slavery, slavery. Working 15 hours a day for 800 euros a month. Seeing how humbly you live really makes me appreciate all I have. These so-called payday videos especially are the most common way for these supposed salarymen to fish for donations, because it gives them the perfect opportunity to pretend like they're hardworking and responsible with their money, which they all do by dividing money into these envelopes so they can showcase.
Yeah, I didn't see that part either. So I don't know if mine was just like different. Like mine was like a genuine guy struggling and not just part of a content farm.
At the end how little they're left with after each month, which is the perfect way to beg for donations.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to like visualize and then put it into the effect that you don't have enough money.
Of complaining about their lives, like let's say, I have to work so much, I have no money, I'm depressed. But then the fourth line is something slightly positive, like I don't know, let's say, oh, but this ramen that I'm eating.
Yeah, no, it really is like that though. It's three negative things and they're like, oh, but it's okay. I'll tough it out. Don't worry about me.
Delicious. This kind of gives the audience the idea that these are humble people who, even though they have such horrible, miserable lives, they're still able to enjoy the small things.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm full tripping. All right, never. Sorry. Holy shit.
In their everyday lives, like eating the ramen that they're eating, which makes their audience want to help them by donating money to these hardworking, humble, but fake salarymen. Now, some of you might be thinking that I'm just being jealous, and that is true. I am very much jealous, and you'll understand why once we get to the amount of money that these channels are bringing in every
Ooh, how much you think? Every month?
month.
How much you think? I would say like I'd be surprised at like 10K. Like that would be like way too much. Okay, so if you're posting and it looked like they were, well, depends how much views on a video though. Like which account are you talking about? You know? Cuz they could be making like tens of thousands, like 20K. But I think the lowest would be like 5K.
And when I say this is the biggest grift in YouTube, I mean it, because if we look at these videos, for example, here, let's see.
Dude, 20K is my estimate. 20K a month.
1.3 million views, 200K, 1.3 million, 3.3 million. We go down, 400K, 1 million, 600K, 1.5 million. And let's pick this channel, for example. Let's pick this channel as our case study. If we look at here, this guy has made 8 videos, so not too much, but already in 8 videos he has gained over 6.4 million views. And if we pick one of his videos, for example this
in like 5 months. In 5 months. That's amazing.
One where he claims to have worked 17 hours, it shouldn't take long for us to start finding some inconsistencies. The video starts with the battle-hardened and overworked, to my eye, seemingly about 20-year-old salaryman waking up and complaining about his life. He then puts on his confirmation suit that he ironically calls his salaryman cosplay and leaves for work. All we're allowed to see though is him complaining about how miserable and overworked he is, because the work itself is never shown.
Yo, that would take like 5 minutes to film your whole day of work.
And we'll only get back to him after his supposed work day is over, once we join him for some 1 AM ramen. Now, in his video, he claims his 17-hour work.
Yo, are they using the pretend to work thing I literally just posted? I bet that's what they're doing. So they're commuting at an office of some sort that's fake, so you can be there all day and have the illusion of working, but you're getting content out of it actually. Go in, edit your videos, boom, boom. Now you got a real job.
Day is finally over around 1:46 AM, which leaves me wondering, why does the coffee shop that closes at 10 PM behind him is full of people? Now, some of you might be asking,
yikes, got found out with that one.
Why am I tearing a new asshole for this kid for lying on a YouTube video, pretending that he's working more than he actually is. And well, that's because he's not only lying about the amount of work he does, because he's also lying about his mental condition, his monetary situation. You know, he's counting his supposed paycheck on the camera, pretending like, oh, I have no money for anything, my life is miserable, trying to bait people into donating money for him, and well, it is working. If you scroll down on his videos and look at the comments section, you'll see that people are donating thousands upon thousands of dollars for this guy.
Oh, 200 on that one. Small part from my end. Hope you achieve the best in life. Lots of love from India.
And the lengths that he goes to keep this grift up is actually quite impressive. In this video, he claims to be working overtime at his office while everyone else has already gone home, looking out the window at the people outside enjoying themselves, while he has to stay at work and do overtime because otherwise he wouldn't have money to buy food or pay his rent. He then claims that he has worked so hard and so late that he has completely missed all of the trains and
Oh, nah. Ain't no way you could even sleep comfortably that way.
he has no other option but to stay at work and make a makeshift bed out of
I was gonna say you'd have to kind of flip them. Okay, that would work. That would work.
the office chairs and use his jacket as a pillow. Aw, what a hard-working young man. It does make me feel quite bad to see that he has to work this hard and this late, and the only thing he can afford to eat is cup ramen because otherwise he couldn't pay his rent. And he couldn't even go home and he had to sleep at the office. Guys, I think we need to help him out with a little donation. But before we do so, let's check out a little something. So from his footage we can see that his supposed workplace is right next to Nagameguro station
Oh no, bro. I feel like he's going so deep into it.
in a building that's opposite of a Tsukemen store, which seems to be this building right here.
Oh no.
I think he seems to be on the 4th floor, so if we put all of these into Google, e-office Nagameguro, rental office spaces, would you look at that?
Exactly, bro. The fucking pretend to workplaces. Bro, this is crazy. I had no idea these were even related. This is a small ass channel anyway. Like, what the what?
Would you look at that? So to keep the appearances and trick his audience, he went as far as renting a rental office just so he could pretend that it's his workplace. Didn't take too much to find this, and I think it's this. Room B for 8 people. Yep, this is exactly the room he was in.
Oh my god, and he actually shares it with 8 people and they just disperse throughout the day.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 990 yen. So
Oh, 30. Yep, there you go. There you go. Ooh, by the half hour.
probably he paid at least like, I don't know, 2,000 yen. So, you know, at least he had to pay 15 bucks to film his fake video, but there we go. There we go. There we go. So why do I have a problem with the salaryman trend? Well, while he's only renting offices to pretend to work overtime, other people are going as far as pretending to work so hard that they get sick, and some are even pretending to be homeless. I mean, look at this guy for example. He claims that in order to keep his job, he has to work overtime every day without any extra pay, because the boss who's taking all the credit wants to get promoted himself. Not only this, he claims he has hospital bills he has to pay, so he cannot quit his job, and on top of all of this drama, he's also homeless.
God damn, bro. There's no way, though. There's no way you would commute to a 16-hour job homeless. Like, I mean, just logistically, that just doesn't work.
Feeling weak and dizzy for not having anything to eat for days, he goes to watch the cat in the 3D display in Shinjuku because seeing the cat is his only moment of enjoyment
Oh my god, that's
he
crazy.
has in his life. Because even the $1 yakitori is too expensive for him, and all he is left with is the aroma and the hope that people believe this obvious bullshit and donate money to him. And all these people are doing this while they're pretending to count their paychecks on camera, pretending like they have no money for anything else but the cheapest things they can afford.
If there was one that they actually showed their face, I would just think that they're probably real, though. Like, if they did that. But then you'd be kind of outing your identity. You know, you wouldn't be able to use that going forward.
And they're all doing this just to appear to be sympathetic so that people would donate to them. And sadly, it is working. And let's not forget, the guy we just checked, for example, isn't only making thousands of dollars from the donations people are giving to him, but he's also making literally, no joke, tens of thousands of dollars from the AdSense he gets from the videos.
Yeah, I mean, obviously from that.
So now you can probably understand why everyone and their mother in Japan is trying to join in on this grift, trying to one-up each other with the hours they're working or their general situation. And so far, there seems to be no end to this trend.
But why do people like it though? That's kind of what I wonder. And this, bro, this is kind of a long video. It feels like it's droning on a little bit long. Like I get it.
Because for whatever reason, people are actually believing in this shit. This might surprise you, but I actually think there would really be no problem with this situation if these videos were fake and that was it. You know, there was no other motivator or not only the YouTube donations.
Okay, I have to skip. I'm sorry. It's just it's a little too long.
But other donations, they link to the descriptions, and you know, I'm willing to give rope, but that's too much. We're getting way too fucking far. Like, no. So why does this work? Why do
What, a buy me coffee link?
like, you know, hint, there's the donation box. Because many people, even like out of these people, many of them have like not only the YouTube donations, but other donations they link to the descriptions. And
I mean, yeah, but I mean that because YouTube only gives you, I think it's like, I think you get 70% or 50% of the revenue. So if you did it through another place or like Zelle or something, that would actually make sense for them to, you know, get the money. I mean, if you were faking a situation, that's what you would do in a real situation. So it would be the best fake. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. What's the point here? I feel like I'm kind of over this one.
told this many times in other videos before, I'll try to keep it brief. Pretty much after the Second World War, the country has been a gateway to Asia and thus Orientalism and mysticism. And through that, people have kind of learned to love the idea of Japan being this mystical place where everything is so different, which is why, for example, any movie that takes place in Japan needs to have that Dance with Wolves bullshit where the main character learns to live like the Japanese and becomes the last samurai. So, like many other things in Japan, even the working life has been made into this mythical thing where people sleep on their desks, or only leave after the boss leaves, or even work so hard that they eventually die. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's no truth to any of these things we've heard about the work life in Japan.
Okay, yeah, no, people struggle in Japan. People struggle everywhere with work because work sucks and people don't pay enough. That's obvious. Everybody knows that. Whew, man. Okay, no, very good video though. Very good. First 10 minutes, first 8 minutes. I got a little bit tempo winded at like 8 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, but pretty good video though. I mean, I didn't know anything about that. I thought it was real, but it makes sense. I'm not surprised people are faking sympathy for that shit, or faking that to get sympathy and get donations. People are just at an all-time low. I mean, what people will do literally anything, and it's so like they just lost all respect as humans. But that's another video, I guess. Anyway, no, good stuff. Next video.